So, like, as a 15-year-old, I haven't had too many life experiences. So, like, obviously it's a lot harder to write a bunch of songs about, you know, my whole life. Yeah. So, I just get really little things that have happened, like super tiny little things that might have happened in a day, like me stubbing my toe or me, like, you know, saying hi to someone I haven't seen in a while. And just exaggerating it so much that, you know, you can write a song about it and make it into this huge, universally relatable topic, which I feel like is really cool because you can just get something that still is really close to you, even though it might not be that emotional, and like make it into something a lot bigger.
The song?
Like at the start when I was doing it, I had no confidence. I was way too scared to, you know, say something or say an idea in case I was going to get laughed at because, you know, I'm 5. So like it was pretty daunting going in with these people, like, you know, way older than me and way more experienced. But it's really just about time for me. Yeah, well, it started off with a dinner conversation with my sisters. Yeah, so I was just talking about some girl I liked at the time. And
how old were you at this point?
I would have been 11 or 12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, a little young, but anyway.
Wait, RUEL did something when he was young? I'm shocked.
Yeah, I was talking about some girl I liked at the time, and they were just saying how I was way too young to worry about that sort of stuff, and you have no idea what you're talking about, shut up, RUEL. And that angered me at the time a lot, like, because I really knew what I felt, and I talked to my dad about it, and I just wrote, you know, a couple verses and a chorus down and sent that over to my main collaborator, Thief. And he got like the more musical side of it, like the chords, the melodies, and he sent that back over. And then I was so like happy because that was the first time I've ever like seen something I've created or participated in come to life.
Where in the world do you feel most creative?
The shower.
Really?
100%.
How many RUEL songs have started in the shower?
About 4 or 5, like straight up for the shower. Like I've written pretty much the whole thing in the shower, like the whole melody in the shower. But a lot, like almost all.
When we say write, how are you writing it in the shower?
I really need to get like a clipboard in there because I always just like run out and then like write something down. Sorry to give anyone that image, but yeah. Yeah, when I'm in the shower, like all the themes come there.
And what do you reckon that's about? Because you're not alone, lots of people get creative in the shower. Why do you think it is a space where your brain is clear?
I don't know, maybe because you're clean? I don't know. Airplanes as well. You know, I've got this thing, me and my dad have this thing called air emotional, where we get air emotional when we're, you know, in planes. Yeah. And I was on a plane going back from England, like that 24-hour flight from England to Sydney, and plopped right in like the middle of these year 8 girl school that were just on a trip, and they all kind of knew who I was, and I was right in the middle of this whole cabin, like I was sitting there and I was just in this thing, and I didn't really know what to do because they were all like kind of taking photos, and I was just like, I have to watch exactly what I watch, like, you know, I can't watch anything like saucy or anything. So I watched the Amy documentary, and I just started bawling out crying, and I just like, all my tears just came out, and everyone was just like, what the hell is wrong with him? And everyone was just taking photos, and I'm just like trying to hide my eyes. Oh, it was awful. In Sydney, when I'm on the street, I've got no problems. Like I can walk down to the beach, go for a surf, I can go down to the shops, and no one bothers me, but like, when I'm here, like it's not so much of a big fan base, but like everywhere I go, there's like people asking for photos and stuff, which is really, really weird, but also really cool. Everyone was like, I must get photo. Like, you know. The moment I walk out there really is just don't trip. Like as I'm walking out, that's all I think about is like just be very, very careful because there's so many wires as you're walking out. Yeah. Other than that, then
very deep answer.
Very deep. Yeah, it's very spiritual.
I did my first Sydney show the day after I released the EP, and still like everyone knew the lyrics. It was so special. It was such a special moment. Like I had no idea what to expect going out there, and it was just absolute madness. Being in my hometown and everyone, you know, knowing the lyrics to a song that came out less than 24 hours before, it's just, yeah, it was just crazy. It was the best feeling in the world. I'm just so relieved to finally have it out and have a body of work I can come back to. I was at school and my manager texted me saying that Elton John had just played you on a show. I just started freaking out in my locker room all by myself. Everyone was in class and I was just like having a little dance party. And then I got to meet him like a couple months later when he came to Sydney, and he was just super nice, super genuine. My highlights so far have probably been Miguel, Lewis Capaldi I saw yesterday, Youngblood. I'm loving it, yeah, every second. It's been so fun. My first blender. I did a writing session with them last week. So yeah, I was in the studio for a couple of days with them, and then I was with my main collaborator, Thief. We just wrote a hook. They just put it together and they offered, and I was like, yeah, of course, and learned the song. And yeah, it was all pretty, last minute, but it was really, really cool. The crowd was insane. When I went on, it was pretty scary because they had to stop the song because there was like a death bit thing where they spread out and they go into the middle. I don't know, there was like a bunch of people on the ground. But usually when I'm in these sorts of environments, I'm not really in the crowd, I'm usually behind, but it's just kind of sad to see as well because it's usually just men with testosterone, trying to crush people. Always surround yourself with people you trust because it's just the most important thing is your team.
Favorite gig you've ever performed? It was actually, I was supporting Khalid last year in November, and I played in Auckland, New Zealand, and it was like the biggest ever venue I ever played. It was at Spark Arena, and it was crazy. It was like life-changing. I'd like never experienced that many people, performing in front of that many people, and they were all very responsive, and they were it was a great crowd, and it was a very, very fun time. So yeah, probably that one. What's the last thing you said and what's the last thing you listened to on Spotify or Apple Music? I don't know. I think it was When the Party's Over, Billie Eilish. I've been listening to that a lot. It's really good sad song. It's really good. Most exciting thing happening right now? As in as we speak, or probably I'm preparing right now for Camp Flognor, Tyler the Creators Festival in LA at Dodger Stadium, and yeah, I'm insanely excited for that. So I'm crazy excited for that. So probably that's the most exciting thing about to happen that I'm already preparing for. If you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be? There's too many to name, but I reckon off the top of my head, Frank Ocean, or Rex Orange County, or James Blake. Yeah, a lot of people. Using 3 words to describe your EP, Ready. I'd say alternative, soul, pop. I reckon are the best 3 words to describe, me as a musician and my EP, I reckon. Twitter or Instagram? Instagram. Oh my God, I find Twitter very annoying. My manager always asks me to tweet twice a day, but I just can't think of anything to say. So yeah, Instagram. What's your earliest memory of music? Probably I reckon I was 5 and I was learning the piano and I hated it, but there was this one song that I really wanted to learn, and it was Elton John, Crocodile Rock, and I just remember learning that, and just the bass line. But yeah, I just remember that I was just so young and I hated my piano teacher. Yeah. I wonder where she is today, but anyway, I don't like you. I was learning Crocodile Rock, which was actually really cool. Best advice you've ever received? I reckon it's just to always, surround yourself with trustworthy people and always trust the people that you work with, in the industry, because that's the one thing that can really screw you over. If there's one person in your team that you don't really like or don't really trust, they could be the person to, ruin everything. So yeah. Favorite album of all time? Flower Boy, Tyler the Creator. I'm gonna say it, and it's a big call because it only got released last year, but I reckon I've listened to that album more than any other album in the world, and I know every single word from every single song, and it's just crazy. It's really, really amazing. England or Australia? I just feel they're both my home because I was born in England, lived here for 3 years. I got half of my family's over here. I come here every year or 2, but I spent obviously more time in Australia. But I just love both for different reasons. I can't answer that. I also, I feel I've just adapted to Australia way more. So when I'm here, I miss the beach a lot. But then when I'm in, Sydney, I miss England so much. I just miss my family over here. So do I have to answer that? All right, I'll say both for different reasons. I'm sorry if you wanted an answer, but I can't. Last one. Who are your biggest musical inspirations? I reckon, I said, Frank Ocean, James Blake, James Morrison, Brennan Major, and Yeah, like even some older ones like Bill Withers, Stevie Wonder, Amy Winehouse. Yeah, I've got way too many. Yeah, finished. Yeah, so it got released in June this year, and it had been 3 years in the making. So yeah, a long time, before it got released. And I wrote around like 35 songs for it, to cut down to 5, which was really, really hard. But yeah, I was really, really happy what we came out with. We came with like 5 kind of different songs, like a few ballads, a few up-tempo, a few pop, R&B. Like I really wanted to just get a big variety of songs on, a small amount of, on a small body of work. So yeah, it's out. Please, check it out. But yeah, I'm just really, really proud of it, and I can't wait to start, writing for the next one. It's hard. Like I made a huge document and got pretty much every person who's ever had anything to do with me or my team to we got all these 35 songs and name their favorite 5 out of all of them, and we kind of use that data to try and see what other people liked, and we got some other people my sister's friends to see what they thought, and we just got a lot of different opinions, and as well as mine, and we made the final decision, and I was really, really happy with it. Maybe they might go on the next EP, but yeah, we'll see. We might just throw one out every now and then, but yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I'm 15. I haven't had many huge life experiences to write about, so I really can just get one simple thing that might have just happened in my daily life and just exaggerate it, exaggerate the hell out of it, so it's really, really extravagant, and it can just change into this universally relatable topic. And yeah, I just feel inspiration can come wherever you let it. As in genres, I'd say alternative soul pop. But yeah, I feel I like to make a lot of different music. I don't just sticking to one genre and just doing the same thing. I like to do a variety of stuff, so it's kind of hard to explain it. Yeah, I feel I'm just gonna keep changing. I'm just gonna keep making music that I like to make. So yeah. Well, if it doesn't have to be alive, Amy Winehouse, 100%. But alive, I reckon Frank Ocean. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've always sung. I've always loved singing from a really, really young age, and yeah, when I was 8, I picked up a guitar, and I really liked singing and playing the guitar, so I just kept doing it, and I just never really thought of it as anything. I never really knew what I wanted to do, but I said and I was this is fun. I like this. There's a career out of this. Why not try it? So yeah. I mean, in every way, shape possible. Other than my family and I reckon my personality has stayed the same. Well, obviously it's changing because you grow up and change, but I don't feel music has changed it. But I mean, in terms of my life, in terms of traveling, in terms of school, friends, relationships, it's just all changed. But most of the time for the better. So yeah, I'm just really happy and grateful to be in this position. I started off in US and Canada. Then I toured the whole of Australia and then New Zealand, and yeah, now I'm in Europe. So I just played a show in Amsterdam and Paris, and Stockholm tonight, and Berlin in a couple days, and then London next week. I've learnt a lot. I've learnt a lot on this tour, and I just feel I've learned more about singing and touring or performing than I've ever done in my life. So it's been a really, really great experience, and I've just enjoyed every moment because every show has been so great. I've almost sold out the whole tour, and it's just been such a great vibe. I love to meet my fans. Everyone's so cool and everyone's so nice. So yeah, it's really been great. Sometimes my family, for example, my sister's here. My dad was there at the last show, and my mom's coming on the next tour. I feel there's always one family member that's gonna be there, but when they're not there, yeah, it kind of sucks. But when you got FaceTime and stuff like that, I just never really feel they're gone, to be honest. When you're on tour and when you're performing so much, you just don't really have time for that stuff. And I'm not complaining about it. To be honest, at the moment I'm not really interested in all that. And yeah, you know what I mean? I kind of like to keep that separate as well. Yeah. I reckon someone asked me that last time I was in Stockholm, and it was to do a world tour. And to think that I'm doing that now is just still blows my mind. It's still very, very overwhelming that I can do this. And for the next one, I want to put out a proper album and
tour places that aren't usually toured, like, you know, just some countries that usually artists don't go to. I really just want to go to the random places in the world. Yeah.
What do you look forward to the most in the future as an artist? Touring, recording, etc. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing like headline tours and actually going to shows where people are there for me, because I've only done like support shows and play before the main act has gone on, and festivals. So yeah, I'm very excited to do like a proper touring situation where I can you know, go into rooms where people are all there for me. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. What is your biggest musical inspiration? Probably, I've got many. From Stevie Wonder, Amy Winehouse, and then obviously newer people like Frank Ocean, Childish Gambino, Rex Orange County, Khalid, SZA. Yeah, I've got many. If you had to eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what food would it be? I haven't thought about it. Probably sushi. Yeah, sushi, because there's a lot of different choices, and I love sushi. Australia is far, far, far away from Sweden. What do you think we must know about your home country? What should you know about it? Don't be afraid to go to the places where a lot of the tourists go. Like, don't be afraid to not go there. Sorry, wait. Did I say go? I mean not go. Don't go where the tourists go. Alright. Go to like the private little beaches that you can find by just asking some of the locals. Go into like the bush, you know, have a real look around the flora and fauna of Australia. It's amazing. Is it hard to combine being a regular teenager and an artist with an international record deal? I guess so, but yeah, it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. Like, I still always go back home to Sydney, where I live, where I can just hang with my friends, go for a surf, you know, do normal kid things. But I guess when I'm in like more adult situations where I have to, you know, can't be a kid anymore, it hasn't been too bad so far. Yeah, I think I'm alright. What is the best part with being an artist? I love just going to new places and seeing different things in like all these different cities and countries where I'm very lucky to visit. And I also love to meet different people. Like, I love to, you know, mingle. Do you have any great advice for anyone who would like to become an artist? Yeah. Just surround yourself with people that you trust and love, and make sure that they are always close, and make sure that you don't let anyone else in the circle that you don't think will be benefiting you. What do you think about Sweden? I've only been here for like half a day, but what I've seen through a car window has been beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful city and country. Stockholm, I've been in Stockholm for half a day. It's a beautiful city. Sweden, I would really like to come back and explore more there. Your biggest performance yet in your career? I did a Commonwealth Games. I did the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony in Gold Coast, Australia, which was pretty crazy. I got to play like a proper stadium, which was very overwhelming. There was like 40,000 people in the audience and like a billion people watching at home, which is also very nerve-wracking, but it was very, very fun to do, and it was such an honor. What wouldn't you be able to live without? That's a good one. Earphones. It's a weird one, but I'm always got earphones in, or headphones, or earbuds. I don't know, I find it's the best you know, way to zone out and to relax. Like, if I'm on a plane, I'm always got my earphones in. I go to sleep with my earphones in, always listening to music. So yeah, probably those. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I hope to have done like a headline tour, released maybe 2 albums, done a lot of collaborations, and I guess with a house maybe. Or maybe I'm a little too young to have a house. Man, no, I'll see myself with a house. What do you do when you want to have time off? Like I said, I love to go to the beach, surf, go for a swim, play basketball with my friends, or just sit home and watch YouTube in my bed. It's also a great time. Yeah, and that's it.